Right, so you know how in business we need to have an ideal client avatar so we can dial in our marketing, our sales angles, our pricing. It's a very foundational thing, and you need to do that in order to have successful business, right? But what I've seen is that most people don't use that kind of framework in their dating life. So they are winning in business because they know who they are helping, what are they looking for, and exactly what to give them. But in dating, they fail because they have no clue on what to do or what they want, even. Sure, they might have some vague ideas, but you need to have a really clear vision in order to achieve something, right? So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I have made my ideal wife avatar process. Okay, and this is not a joke, this is something that I use seriously, and it has helped me a ton on knowing where to go and what to do. Okay, so obviously, like getting a girl, it shouldn't be like your number one thing. You should be focused on your own mission, what kind of impact you want to have in this world. But it's important to me to have the right type of girl. Like I've been with girls that suits me and girls that don't, and every time that I've been with a girl that suits me, everything goes well, and vice versa with the opposite. So when it comes to the ideal wife avatar job, there are three parts to it. First, you just write down what kind of girl that you want, and second, you write down what kind of man you want to be in order to get that girl. Thirdly, you measure out where you are right now and you put a plan on action to get there. So when it comes to the ideal girl that I want, this is her. This is so my inspiration for this is Grant Cardone and Elena Cardone. They are worth like $1 billion. They got their own jet. They got the hammers. They got the $1 billion company here. That's kind of my inspiration. So my girl is the classiest girl ever. She's sexy as fuck, and she and me are taking over the world with our empire. And when it comes to personality traits, we got loyalty, we got kindness, high standards, ambition, and of course you gotta enjoy a few rolls and a Ferraris in the garage if you were to make $1 billion company, right? And of course she should be persistent and never gives up. And when it comes to the temperament, which is how she behaves, I always like girls that are playful and humorous. I don't know why, but it's kind of my type thing. When it comes to interest and hobbies, we got these: traveling the world, riding exotic cars, fancy restaurants, working hard towards a common goal, fitness. And of course, she has to have her own thing where I can earn 50 grand running ads towards her passion. This could be, some arts and craft, music, whatever. And we got the appearance right here. Of course, she has to be hot. And the relationship dynamic is polarizing and humorous. If you don't know what polarizing is, I'm not gonna explain it here. Just Google it or read Way of the Superior Man. Now, the important thing, okay? So all of this, knowing what kind of girl you want is important so that you have the vision. But what's more important is the accountability. Because so many guys say, hey, I want this 10 out of 10 girl, I want to be with this kind of girl, with that kind of girl, whatever. But they never really take the time to look inside of themselves and see whether that kind of girl would actually be into them, right? So you need to be accountability. That way you have the data of whether you are the man that that kind of girl, the ideal kind of girl, would be attracted to. Because if she's not attracted to you, then you literally have no chance, right, of getting a girl like that. So this is the kind of man that she would be attracted to, in my opinion. Okay, so he needs to have 7 to 8 figure net worth, not net worth, like annual revenue, with 50 to 60% margins, and also a leverage business, meaning it's not a business where I work, I do everything, and I work 15 hours a day. So it's a business where I have a team that handles everything. I have leverage, I have content, code, doing things for me, so I can afford to take her on a date or two a week. And when it comes to fitness, I should be 80 kilogram with 15 to 15% body fat, and an aesthetic V taper. Not those bodybuilder type of physiques where they're like huge and jacked, but more like the male model type of physique, like this one. And when it comes to values, I need to have this. And now I write down where am I right now in relation to this guy, this ideal guy. Okay. Right now I'm making 5 figures a month, which is about $1,000 a month, and that's like 300,000 LKR. But I had to give that up in order to start my own agency. So I was making 5 figures working as an appointment setter, but and I was working like 10 hours a day with that. So I was really stuck at that place. So I made a little safety net, about 60 grand, and then I just 60 grand LKR, by the way, and I just started my own thing, which is called leverage.io. We help coaches to achieve freedom through leverage. If you are a sales coach, just check out the link in the description and maybe we can help you. But right now this is where I am at financially, getting to 6 figures, hopefully 7 figures in the next 6 months. And fitness, I was at 60 kg, but I got back down to 55 kg, and I'm at 50% body fat. It's kind of how I look with bad lighting, raw, no pump. This is just how I look in the morning. I didn't try to make it look better by changing the lighting or getting a pump. If I did, then I got a visible six-pack, I got good veins and all that stuff. And values, I'm pretty loyal, I'm very providing and protecting. I got all of this, but I still gotta work on a lot of other things that are missing from here. Okay, so how am I actually gonna get here? Well, I'm gonna scale an agency to 100K a month, reaching 7 figures, and then I'm gonna work full time on building these values and also the physique. So let's say I got to 100K a month in the next 6 months, which sounds delusional, but then we have guys like Brad Roderick who's making 100K a month and he's 16, I'm 18. So it's unrealistically realistic to hit 100K a month in 6 months. Okay, and I'm gonna try. Maybe I won't, but I'll hit 100K a month in max 10 months. Okay, because I'm going all in. And then once I hit 7 figures, I'm gonna work full time on building the body, getting the right values, and learning how to organize the date properly, because right now I just take a girl to the movies and it's just basic stuff, but there's a lot to be improved at there. And yeah, so it should take about 2 to 3 years, but I'm willing to stick for this for another 7 years because I don't really have anything else to do at this point. I'm not gonna work a job or anything. So that's kind of like my doc, and I really recommend you do something like this. And yeah, so take action and let me know what you think.